My name is Andy Lustigman. I'm a partner at Olshan from Woloski in New York, a full-service business law firm, about 100 lawyers, been around about 60 years. LAWorld is a best friends network that allows its members to be able to serve its clients around the world. It's comprised of leading attorneys in their local jurisdictions who have true expertise in their practice areas and in the laws in their local jurisdictions.
Well, I think LAWorld is the best platform to do business and to meet friends, which is quite unusual, I think, in our business. And having these meetings every year with our friends from around the world is actually the best opportunity to develop your business further, make up contacts in order to serve our clients to the best when you have certain questions around the world.
I think the real value of LAWorld to our firm is that we can provide very easily and quick access for our clients to other jurisdictions. And it's trusted relationships, so we know that the answers and the information that we get and the help that we get is actually very valuable and trustworthy for us and our clients.
So NextGen is LAWorld's forum for young lawyers, which tends to mean lawyers under 40. We range from associates who have been identified as sort of great prospects at their firms through to junior partners. The point of it is to let junior lawyers build a referral network of their own and gradually to become full members of LAWorld and take over the mantle.
NextGen is a little bit more than a business relationship. It's also a friendship. So we try to make sure that we cultivate personal relationships. We use our WhatsApp chat to communicate throughout the year. And then we meet up at the AGM and we have special breakout groups and we do fun activities together that are targeted mainly for your senior associates, your junior associates, and your junior partners. These experiences typically allow people under the age of 40 to experience different things than from our main delegates.
I found all the talks very interesting so far. And what I like is the very broad range of aspects and topics that we are discussing, and yeah, it gives you really a valid and very nice input to take that home back to Germany and to discuss that with our colleagues back in Frankfurt.
The AI lecture was really interesting. How AI is going to change our work. It's going to assist us, but you know, we can also be a bit anxious of what AI is going to do with our work. So it's very good to discuss these developments because they're so important for the legal world. The session of today of the business development consultant I find very interesting. You know, he was very down to earth with straight practical advices. Reminding you that the clients don't walk in themselves, but you need to go out there and do these practical things to make it happen.
I am Stefania Caltabiano. I work for Studio Corno Avvocati. Studio Corno Avvocati is a boutique firm in the outskirts of Milan. We've been involved in LAWorld since year 2000. We're strongly believers in the power of personal connection with other lawyers. LAWorld has been pivotal for our success, for an international success. The other lawyers we know always on a personal basis, and we're able to work with them seamlessly. We've been head of region for 3 years, I've been personally, and also head of the marketing team for another 2 years. We've invested a lot and we got a lot back. We've been working with Denmark, with the United States, with Germany, with Malaysia, and always really, really successfully. Our clients are very, very happy about it.
I am now a member of LAWorld for 16 years. And we are a much more international law firm today than we have been before, because it expands then over time more and more. And we make today more than 20% of our turnover internationally, and most of it is from LAWorld. Me personally, after such a long time being a member, the most rewarding thing is to attend these meetings, to see the old friends that I have now for many, many years, but also the new ones and the young ones who are coming, and see how vibrant this group is. And so it's always a point I look forward to come to the AGM or the regional meeting is very important.
My longtime client called me up and said, Charlie, we have an issue. We've been sued in arbitration. The arbitration is in Switzerland. And I said, that's not going to be a problem. I'm going to call Julia, who is someone who I know very well. I've met her and I've known her for many years, and I trust her, and she'll be able to help work with us on this case. Because being from America, my client being an American company, we were not familiar with the specifics of the Swiss law and procedures, especially in this very specific forum. And thankfully, once we called Julia, she and her partners were able to help us out. They had prior experience in that particular forum, were able to guide me and, more importantly, the client through the process, so we could successfully navigate and come out with a very successful result in this arbitration.
It's a great network. My name is Eileen O'Gorman. I'm a partner in Leeson Grab Baldwin LLP, and we're based in Dublin City in Ireland. So we're not officially a member yet. We're here at our first meeting for people to meet us and for us to meet everybody. So we're hoping that we're going to find like-minded people, like-minded firms that we would be able to safely refer our clients to. So even though we're not a member, I do know another LAWorld member, Herman, through the IBA, and I asked Herman a few years ago if he had a Swedish lawyer that he would recommend, and he recommended Johan's firm, and we recommended them to one of our clients, and now we realised last night at dinner that we both work for the same client.
So we have a lot of work with a great Irish company named and we found that out yesterday.
Which is great, so that's a positive start.
We had some nice cases with the US firms where we had cross-border M&A transactions and restructuring proceedings, and it was very helpful to have the direct contacts in place so they could take care immediately, because when you work together a lot and you know the people in person, you've been helped in the way that you actually would like to see it.
We have a client who's in the recycling business. So they were on a business trip in the US, and then in early morning hours I received an email that we have a business negotiation in a few hours and we need a lawyer to support us. So what I did, I sent an email to my LAWorld colleague in the region, and he was actually present in that meeting a few hours later. So that was quite impressive to the client, and I think it shows the power of the network.
My name is Razimir Iskandari. I'm the managing partner of Simons Muirhead & Burton. We're, I guess you'd call us a mid-sized firm in central London. International networks for firms our size give us the ability to compete with the larger firms who've got a footprint in every jurisdiction. So you have two choices. The bigger firms have the massive overheads where they've got offices everywhere and they employ everybody. What we've got is access to individual specialists who are domestic in those jurisdictions, and therefore the ability to call on real local knowledge. And I think that's the nature, and that's the wonderful advantage that networks like LAWorld give us. We joined LAWorld in 2014 when it became clear to us that we needed international representation and the ability to call on international representation in other jurisdictions. This is the first opportunity we've had to host an AGM, so it's very exciting for us. So everybody's come to us for the first time, and what's been exciting for us is the first time post-COVID that everybody's really properly been able to come out, and I'm very glad that it's the biggest conference that LAWorld has had so far.